What exactly is the Harshad Mehta scam all about? Why did it get blown out of proportion? Was it even blown out of proportion? Or was the entire story actually narrated real time? Why did people end up losing so much money? Why did people commit suicides? More importantly, why exactly is the share market, especially in Indian context, referred to as the casino or Satta Bazaar over and over and over again? How much of it is true? How much of it is fiction? And more importantly, as an investor today in 2020, how much of it can actually happen to you? If you are wondering, or if any of these questions have made you think about whatever I just said, you are at the right place, because in this video I'm going to talk to you about all of the questions that I have mentioned over here and give you a perspective of how it all connects to your money mindset. Hello and namaste, I'm Manish Ahuja and this is Paycheck to Profit, India's first YouTube channel dedicated to your money mindset. I'm a money mindset coach. I make videos 10 times in a month and I try to cover the whole concept of money and the mindset of money from every angle possible. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about a web series which was released on 9th of October, and it talks about the Harshad Mehta scam, but how does it actually relate to you today? Why should you watch it if you should in the first place? And how does your money mindset get strengthened by watching this video and the web series? If this sounds exciting to you and if you would like to see more more content like this, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. So let's get started and let me tell you about Scam 1992, the web series, which was released on the 9th of October on SonyLIV app. It's one of those not so popular OTT apps, but please download it and watch this particular TV series, because I'll tell you why. It's actually based on a book written by two journalists and award-winning journalists, which is Debashish Basu and Sucheta Dalal. It's actually a retelling of the entire story of Harshad Mehta and how did that Harshad Mehta scam actually come up? Who exactly was Harshad Mehta? Where did he start from? How did the scam get blown out of proportion to such an extent? And what exactly did I learn from the web series, and why am I recommending it to you? First of all, why is a web series being discussed on this channel? Well, I'll tell you what. I have decided to talk to you about money and money mindset from all aspects, as the word suggests. So if I actually come across a movie, a book, a web series, an article, anything that can, help you understand the whole concept of money mindset better, it's going to be my responsibility to bring it across to you. And Scam 1992 has made me think a lot, and I want to discuss it with you. So I'll tell you what. The long story short, the recommendation for this TV series or web series is because it's gritty, it's entertaining, it's technical to some extent, and you should watch it to learn how did the scam happen in the first place. And having said that, you should watch it to see how did these stock brokers or people who would actually walk on the trading ring in the BSE earlier, when the stock market was actually entirely working on paper format. Today it's all digital, and I'll talk to you about it further in this video. How has the world changed? And more importantly, whatever happened earlier, can it repeat today and can it happen to you? So let's talk about the most fundamental aspect. Can this happen again? It's very, very, very difficult. I would not use the word impossible. Technically, what happened during the Harshad Mehta times is impossible, because those were the times when all the shares were traded in physical format. Today, every transaction in the share markets is legitimate and is tracked by digital transactions. So technically what happened during the Harshad Mehta times is not possible anymore. Secondly, SEBI, which is the regulatory body, today is a lot more stringent. It's absolutely robust, and it's very difficult to get away from SEBI today. Earlier, even in the web series they speak about it, earlier SEBI was referred to as the toothless tiger. It's not toothless anymore, and yeah, it's definitely a tiger today. So technically what happened during Harshad Mehta's times cannot happen today. But that does not mean that you are safe from scams and scamsters. So if you're not safe from scamsters, because a scam can happen anytime, why should you still even consider to invest your money in the equity markets? Well, I'll tell you what. As you can see in the TV series, if you can catch these small nuances, RK Damani, who is today the founder and the managing director of DMart, Super Avenues, which is a listed company, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, who is one of the most famous investors from this country. Both those characters are shown in the web series, and the reason why I'm mentioning these two names among many others is because today these guys are the poster boys of Indian investors, and they started their careers and their journeys in the stock markets around the time of Harshad Mehta. They've stuck around and they've learned the tricks of the trade, and see what kind of returns have they gotten today. I'm not guaranteeing or saying that you will make same sort of returns, but do you even need to make such returns? Even if you make 1/10 of the returns that those investors have made, you are sorted, you are gold. So, as I told you, the whole concept of the same scam happening today is virtually impossible. SEBI is a lot stronger. Watch it to educate yourself, to see how money ideally is a game. I'm not using this word trivially, but money mindset is actually a game. If you treat money as a tangible commodity which you can earn and trade, if you use it correctly, it just keeps getting better and better and better. If you just leave your fear of money aside, the way you look at money will change, and seeing the mindset of many investors in this particular web series will help you track their mindset if you look at that aspect extremely carefully. You should also look at the fact that this entire web series also talks a lot about corruption. It also talks about how everybody from the top to the bottom was involved. And why is this important for you to know is, if you know your game correctly and if you invest your money correctly, you are literally sailing with the waves. Everybody is making money through equities and mutual funds, because if you're investing in mutual funds, indirectly you're investing a large proportion of your money into equities, because mutual funds are heavily invested in equity markets. So even if you're not directly investing in equities, what happens in the equity markets affects and impacts you. So think about it. Try and do your best to learn from these web series, TV series, movies which talk about money and markets, and you'll realize there is so much more to learn, and over a period of time you can actually end up decoding everything that you see on business news channels or in the newspapers just by watching these movies. So take one step at a time. It will also show you one more important aspect, that why is the entire share market referred to as the Satta Bazaar or a casino. It's also because those were the times when stock operators would actually operate stocks. When I say operate stocks, I mean they would literally put money in a stock knowing how the trend of that stock is going to change. Whether they want the stock to go from 200 to 2000, or they want the stock to go from 200 to 0. And yes, they could genuinely operate the stock from that price range to wherever they wanted it to go, because one, they had that sort of clout, they had that sort of finances, they had that sort of power to corrupt. With so much money being invested today, with so much foreign capital being invested today it's relatively extremely difficult for one or two operators or one or two clans or one or two clouds to come together and so-called operate the stock markets. Is it impossible? Nothing is impossible. But at the same time, is it difficult? Very, very, very difficult. Today, every transaction is tracked. The moment you would invest beyond a particular level, you are supposed to declare your investments to the government. PAN cards and Aadhaar and digitalization has literally made it extremely easy to catch duplicate transactions. So, why is all of this happening? Because the government wants people to invest in their future. They want foreign capital to enter this country and help grow the economy. So what is your outcome and benefit from all of this is if you know that everything is working in your favor, watching a 10-part web series is only going to help you get interested in the markets, come up with more questions, and think for yourself, how do you evaluate how much you invest in the equity markets? As a financial freedom or a money mindset coach, I insist on every participant, every person who comes to me, every client of mine, every participant of mine to invest a small part of their overall portfolio, at least in the equity markets, for sure. I'll tell you something very honestly, a large part of my investment portfolio is invested in the equity markets, but there's a different reason why. I am an investor right from day one. I invest in a particular script and I just forget about it as if that money never existed in my bank balance. And I know which companies have I invested in. Have I made losses? Oh yes, I have made some bad decisions, but I've even learned from them. Although this video is supposed to be about the TV series, I'll tell you what, watch this TV series a little less on the entertainment value and a little more on the educational value. If you come across a particular concept, first of all, don't bother if you don't understand the technical terms, the jargons, and what is being said, because most of it is redundant today. As I told you, no transactions happen on pen and paper, everything is digital. But yet, if you don't understand a particular concept, let me know in the comments and let us discuss. Maybe I can try and help you understand, and maybe you will just open avenues in your own head and understand how you can learn from other people's mistakes. See, why did so many people end up losing their lives? Because they just invested blindly based on tips, which is the worst way to treat your money. Forget about investment. I would not even call in putting money in any of the markets based on tips as investing. I literally call that is gambling. You don't know what you're doing with your money. So watch this TV series. It's about 9 to 10 hours of your time. Share in the comments what did you learn from this, and let me know what exactly did this particular web series teach you about your money mindset. If you've come to this channel or this video for the first time through YouTube search or just a recommendation, thank you so much for watching this video till this moment. If you've liked what you've seen, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon. I keep making videos every 3 days so that you have something new to watch, which will help you change, improve, strengthen, focus on your money mindset, and get one step closer to investing better, managing your money better, which will eventually take you towards your financial freedom. I'm on a mission to literally create millions of people who become financially free through their investing, and I'm particularly focusing on working professionals because I know how difficult it is to actually try and learn, manage your money after a difficult job, after going through so much stress. I've been there. Maybe you can watch some other videos to get to know a little more about me, but for now, please take some time out and watch Scam 1992. As I said, it released on 9th of October. It's on SonyLIV app. Take some time out and watch it. If you've liked this video, please do not forget to like it and share it on all other social media channels so that more and more people can get to know about this TV series, this channel, me, Paycheck to Profit. And now I'll see you in the next video. Until then, please keep smiling, take care of your loved ones, and stay happy. Kaching!